This episode of the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers is brought to you by the generosity of our backers on Patreon. Thirsty for complex narratives, in-depth characters, and lots of laughs? Support our ability to bring you consistent excellence. Patreon supporters gain instant access to us via our Discord channel, and higher levels get cool swag and secret recordings from the vault. Your support helps pay for the costs of running the Order and ensures that we can keep going week after week to bring you our unique brand of actual play RPG goodness. Help us get to our next goal, and you can game with members of the Order and become part of the story. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/esotericrp to find out how you can become a backer too. It's the 70s. High school's a drag, and your parents are worse. There are skis balls that catcall you on the street, and teachers who wouldn't know cool if it slapped them. You live in a crummy neighborhood, and all the excitement seems to be happening somewhere, anywhere else. What's a girl to do to get a little money and have some fun? The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present Velvet Glove, a Powered by the Apocalypse game by Sarah Doombringer Richardson, published by Magpie Games.
Maggie, maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
Yeah, I think we ought to go back.
Hold it right there, Whitey.
Although all of our recorded sessions come with a content warning, please be advised that by its nature, Velvet Glove explicitly confronts issues such as abuse, coercion, race and power dynamics, and teenage sexuality. Session 1. In this session, the group convenes to discuss the game, select playbooks, define their characters, and create their gang.
Sage has brought, right?
That's
Am I
right.
correct?
Yes, Sage has brought a very nice
Oh my god!
paper.
Wonderful. What a valuable
That
team
is
member
nice.
she is.
She's amazing. So what have you all picked?
I haven't picked anyone yet.
I would like to be either the Radical or the Valkyrie, either one, if possible.
Okay, well let's you if you know what you want, then you
Because I'm okay with either of those. So you guys look, and as long as I can have one of those, I don't care what I am.
Jen, do you want to go first?
I'll take the stoner, please. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go. Wait, is your name Sandy? Is that one of the names? Is it at the top? They have names. Is Sandy one of the names?
No, it is not.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Shall it be
They
something
all
like-
have different name types for themselves.
Name types, yeah.
They have a bunch of different hair types.
Well, I already picked my name, and it's none of the choices. So.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I was happy to see that the hair type I had already chosen before looking at the play character things fit the two things I wanted to be anyway.
Nice.
All right,
I definitely
so
want an
if
intro.
you're looking at these types, there's the Valkyrie, the Gearhead, the Maniac,
Yep.
the Newbie,
Yep.
Gentle
Oh,
Stoner.
shit.
You want to be the newbie?
Well, no. Here, when I was reading the material, I came up with my character, who is from an immigrant family. Would that be a newbie?
Yes.
That's
That could be a newbie.
Yes, it
it
could
depends
be.
on how...
Yeah.
Newbie seems more sexualized as a character.
You know, that's an issue.
Okay.
Which I know you brought up. The stoner seems more like the mystical / bonehead of the group.
And I knew plenty of kids in high school who were from immigrant families who were stoners. So
There you go.
By the way, these gloves are in honor of playing. I don't actually have velvet gloves, so I wore my biker gloves.
Oh,
fine,
good.
that works.
That works.
So Jen, you look between the two and see which one.
Well, okay.
All right. So we have the Gearhead.
I can't play the newbie. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
She's right. It's too sexualized.
she's
Okay.
the only character that's like, what? Boobs? I
I
have
can't
them.
play it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's totally cool. Totally cool.
I feel like shirking, but
No, you're allowed.
Okay.
I have to say, I did enjoy the challenge in your game of being the
yes,
fucking awful
You wanna
Cletus
push it.
McRape face. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I do not like this person.
Right.
I'm gonna push this person as far as I
you
can.
did an
push
awesome,
this person.
awesome job too.
All right.
What are you gonna be?
Maniac.
Okay. Yeah. I get my choice. I think I will be the Radical.
Okay.
The radical.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So, so what you'll see on your sheet there on the left is
Character creation name.
choose a name,
Okay.
Okay.
choose an age, and as the book points out, your age and your appearance can be, different. I mean, you could be young but mature looking. You could be older but more childlike. And then they've got, you choose your look, choose one from each line.
Okay, so the looks in the Maniac are
Crazy.
girl, woman, or ambiguous.
Mm-hmm.
I think they
Punk-
all have that.
Yeah, I think they all
Punk
have that.
clothes, butch clothes, or practical clothes.
Mm-hmm.
No makeup, heavy makeup, or punk makeup. Long straight hair, wedge haircut, braids, or spiked. And then Asian or South Asian, Black, Hispanic, Latinx, Indigenous, Middle Eastern, or white. So those are the looks that I have for Maniac.
Right, so
I don't have to pick one.
you're gonna choose
From each one.
bullet point, yeah.
Okay. I'm doing this for the listeners so that they can hear what's on.
Well, we're gonna go around once you guys have all chosen.
Oh, we are.
Yeah,
Oh, I
we're
didn't
gonna
know
go
that.
around and you're gonna introduce your characters.
Womp womp.
And then once you've introduced your characters, you're gonna fill in the ties.
I always end up taking like a facilitation role because I'm not hearing anybody leading. So.
Well, it's
Born
okay
leader.
if you're just looking.
All right.
I can cut out if there's any silent parts. So
Trust the leadership through the silence.
Apparently.
that's right. With gear, you choose 2. The book notes that you do get a switchblade automatically.
In addition
To
to
the 2.
It seems that way. Do you all have switchblade
Yeah.
listed?
It's in
Yeah.
there.
Okay, so I
but
think
the-
what it meant is that
Everyone has that
you have that
as
as
an
a
option,
choice.
right.
Yeah.
Oh.
So can I go with?
This is awesome.
I want to ask permission in fitting with the character I created.
Yeah.
Can I choose one thing from this list and then choose the spray can type things
Of
I was
course.
talking about?
Of course.
And then I will forgo the other.
Yes.
gear.
No. This is not an issue of game balance.
I can only have 2.
It's forcing you to make the choices.
I know.
Hard choices. All right, so then your stats are hardwired. However, you can add +1 to one of those.
Right.
So you can take one that's already +1 and make it +2.
Yeah.
You know.
And we fill that out up here, correct?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Fill
I'm
it-
basing
fill
this
in
off
some
a
boxes.
real girl that I knew growing up in the 70s, as I did.
Oh
Perfect.
man.
Perfect.
Well, Jen, see, okay, so the stats it has brains, heart, muscles, pussy. So if your my pussy's -1, I don't use that to
Right.
manipulate. Like,
Right.
So in the future, if you want to play this and you don't want to use sex as like a weapon or whatever,
Right.
then you would probably want to pick one of the character types that's
Zero
like a
or
negative.
zero or negative pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What does the stoner have?
1 + 1.
I see.
Oh, okay. All right.
I noticed that there was no. Well, I think what I wanted was brains and muscles, and there was no character that had both of those.
Yeah.
There was some combo, and I wondered about that. And I know she said she's coming out with other character types.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But I
did she
thought
say?
that was interesting that there was one combo that was not.
Oh, you know that is
Present.
interesting.
Yeah, this is a game that's still in what they call the Ashcan incarnation, which is sort of post beta test. You know,
Okay.
it's a complete game. It's ready to go, but it still needs a little bit of spit and polish maybe. So that would include maybe some
And I
more
think she
playbooks.
did say that she wanted input in the liner notes.
Yeah. If you guys have any input, I'm gonna drop her an email for sure after
Right.
this. And
And
That's
am I
one
correct
thing
that
in.
there was a comment about you should, whatever stat you're going to add 1 to, you should see if the moves you are choosing.
yes,
that
yes.
stat.
Take a look at your moves, your girl moves
Because
over
you
here.
might want to put it into that one.
Like some of these are going to go off of, like on the newbie, it's around here somewhere. You roll plus brains, right? Brick house, get +1 to pussy, right? So like you don't want to necessarily put your +1 into heart or muscles because you'll be working against your moves, your own moves, if you do that. I mean, it's like, if you don't do that, it's not the worst thing in the world. Again, this isn't like Pathfinder, but
So we just need
Yeah.
D6s, right?
you just need 2d6.
Which is terrific.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's perfect.
Sure is.
So yeah, you choose 2 girl moves,
2. Oh, I have to choose 2 of these.
2 of them.
Oh shit.
This system's all about forcing hard choices.
Oh, yeah.
Not just in character creation, but in gameplay as well. So
Oh man.
All right.
So
got
pussy
my 2.
power is that you get an extra to your pussy?
yeah.
Wow, that phrasing. An extra to your pussy.
Yes.
Okay.
You find yourself forming sentences you never thought you would.
I'm
That must
gonna
have
roll
been-
my pussy.
That must have
That's
been fun to play with like a bunch of dudes.
It was
Yeah.
fun.
Because
It
I'm
was.
like, do you guys even know how to work it? Like,
I learned how.
There's a warble in your voice.
I know how to do this.
Yeah.
That's how I work.
Well, and just like let's talk about pussy. Let's rap. Let's rap about pussy.
You're killing me, man.
OMG.
Are we
What
really
about
not
it?
doing phrasing anymore?
Yeah.
Pussy can be used to hit on a guy, but it can also be used to stand up for your sisters. It can be used to.
I thought you could use heart.
You can use heart as well. It can be used to, sort of assert yourself, in a way that causes somebody to back off. So, yeah.
This is hard to just choose.
When you tell a man to cool it, you roll plus pussy.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I have to say, and I
read
feel like
that.
this must have been intentional, but
Mm-hmm.
looking at the moves, the basic moves, in addition to my specific moves,
Mm-hmm.
and the way that she's written the book, it really does seem like pussy is one of the stronger traits here, even though they're all four supposed to balance out, and I
Yeah.
hope they do.
Yeah.
But it seems like there's just a lot of discussion about like, no, you need to manipulate people with your sexual wiles.
Yeah,
So it
there was
seems
an
like
emphasis
pussy
on
is
that.
like the big winner in this. I don't know if that will ever be true, but it's sort of.
I guess we'll find out.
But yeah.
I hate that I have to just choose two.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to have more than one move. I'm just.
Well, if we were playing this in a campaign mode, you would eventually be able to add more moves.
I keep bouncing back
Yeah.
between thing and thing. And
Yeah.
Also, are there some moves that are not listed in moves, or is it just that she's given it a name that's not necessarily a move?
What you've got is your basic moves, and then
Yeah.
whatever your character moves are.
Okay. Because, like, tell a man to cool it is one of the things in basic moves, but, like, this one is stick it to the man, which is not a basic
Yeah, those are two distinct moves. Two different moves. Okay. That's a ding dong, all right.
Very good.
My goodness.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
inhaled
enjoying
it.
my Hawaiian punch, though, I have to say.
It's sugar free.
Yeah?
You're an adult.
I am an adult. I can't have sugar.
Yeah.
Now that you can eat as much as you want when you want, you actually can't.
Right. That's what your 20s are for.
Right? You have this brief moment in time where you have no.
I can do anything.
I'm allowed to do whatever I want. No, I can't.
3 a.m. chili fries. Let's do it.
Oh man, now later you're gonna come to me. I have a craving for chili
Exactly.
fries.
You had to say chili fries.
Only if I was in LA, I would go to Tommy's.
Right.
Oh my god.
All right. So I feel like.
So you got everything figured out?
I think so.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go.
Oh, the ties
for-
thing. You're gonna
No
fill that in,
negative.
right?
So we're gonna do ties after we go around.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Let me just take you quickly through the other little bits here, which are angst and XP, and then also I'm going to talk briefly about gang and rep.
Okay.
So angst is essentially your hit points, if you will. Physical damage is not a part of this game unless you decide to escalate.
Right.
Unless if you get hurt real bad.
Yeah.
So, for example, in the game that I played, it concluded with this finale where we were messing with this other gang and we pushed them really far, so they showed up with a Saturday night special.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And they took a shot.
Oh.
And my character jumped in front of the gun to save another character, so I was voluntarily saying I'm okay with being hurt real bad.
Right.
For this
Did you
action.
take drugs or they take you to the hospital?
I actually made the roll. I got an 11 or something, so it was
What?
so I got a cool scar out of it.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, you can end up getting killed dead if you get hurt real bad. Angst is the other way to get taken out of the game. If all those little hearts there get filled up,
Okay.
you are out of the game. You are either sent off to reform school or institutionalized, or
Oh,
man.
man.
You're taken out.
Oh man.
You can get rid of angst. So angst
How?
can go up and down.
You have an angst move on your sheet,
That'll clear one angst.
but it's different for everybody.
Oh yeah, no, I love mine because this is the main reason why I picked mine.
Good.
And then there's some also moves like basic gang.
Yes, there are some moves here that'll say clear angst.
No.
Okay, so XP obviously is experience points, and you gain an XP every time you miss, which is when you roll a 6 or less on 2d6, right?
Okay.
So anytime you get a miss, you get an XP. When you fill your XP track, which we could theoretically accomplish in this session, if you're rolling really badly.
Too bad David's not here.
I know, right? That's the first thing I think too.
Yeah, like, well, let's do that.
Then you erase all your XP, you add another circle, so it gets harder and harder to fill your XP track as you go along. And you get to select a new move. You can select one of your own moves off the sheet, or you can select a move from somebody else's playbook.
Which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
Which is part of why we have extras, because that way if you want to...
Right. I think there was one other thing.
That's when the XP goes to...
A max, when you max out your track. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so then we've got gang. So right now you guys don't have any gang. So in order to gain gang, you have to rumble. All right. So this is the gang-o-meter. So this is the number of points you have in gang as it'll go up.
All right.
So yeah, in order to gain those points, you have to rumble, and you can always do gang moves even if you don't have gang. So you can help out another member. You can do something heavy, so that's like if you want to rob a truck or whatever, that kind of thing, or make someone back down. Okay, so they're kind of like group moves.
Like a project.
Yes, and then gang is a spendable asset. So like, let's say you had 5 gang, and you're like, okay, let's go knock over this cigarette truck and steal some cigarettes. Well, I'll spend 3 gang. Give myself a +3 on that roll, and then your gang would go down to 2.
Okay.
Right? Okay, so that goes up and down as
And
well.
it can be after someone's rolled that you add gang to their...
Yes, you can do it afterwards.
So if they miss it, you can...
Yeah, you can come in and
add
sit
it.
there.
Yeah. You can also, there's a basic move called help or interfere. You can also do that after the fact. Okay, so if Jen is rolling and she misses by 1, Desiree could be like, I'll help her out, and I'll come in and
Makes sense.
boom, I made my roll. All right, she made it.
Makes sense.
And then rep, which I've got these counters here.
I thought they were gummy bears.
So I don't know. We could use these for rep, and
What is that?
it's a little explosion.
Oh,
And it's
that's
actually
cool.
it's actually on a little track there. You can turn it.
Oh,
You see there are
really?
numbers there, 1 through
Dang,
10.
that's sick. Where'd these come from?
That's sick, bro.
sick.
These are from a miniatures game.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can use these to track your rep,
Why is this not a Nalifo? This should be a Nalifo.
right? There you go.
Oh, wow. But the numbers are really hard
They're a
to
little
read.
hard to read.
But
Yeah.
they're still cool.
They're amazing, but...
I need to come in with a little dry brush.
Yeah.
Pick out those
Well,
raised
actually,
numbers.
just get a child to paint it in for you.
That's right, child labor.
Yes.
So,
We here at the Esoteric Order do not endorse.
Wait a
yeah, what do you
minute
think
now.
we are, Apple?
Wait.
All right,
The nets up. They're killing themselves. The kids are killing themselves.
Interjections like in the middle of episodes.
Put
like
up
it's
the
a
nets.
commercial.
Yeah.
But instead of an actual commercial, it's just us doing like a voiceover, like, "Don't eat roast beef sandwiches after the sell-by date." We don't endorse that.
That's right. Actually, we should record. That'd be very 70s. We should record some public service announcements.
Right?
Yes.
Now
yes.
back to the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the National Ad Council.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would look up
They got to you
National
too,
Ad
huh?
Council's,
All right, so
But
70
not.
messages.
ask me.
Ask me.
Keep your kids from getting pissed in the drinking water.
The union that works for you.
Fucking union that works for you.
Should we just do what's his face's public service announcements? Then my spoon is too big at once.
Which
What are
one's that?
those?
You don't know what's his name? He did this set of like that one was for like eating your fruits and vegetables or something. It was like my spoon is too big, and he just keeps saying that, and then this banana walks up and is like, "I'm a banana." I'm like,
Are you
that's
sure
the
you
end
weren't
of
high at the time?
I will look his
was
name
high at
up.
the
This
time.
is a guy. Then there's one that's inappropriate. It's like my anus is bleeding.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay, I remember that.
That rings the
Yeah,
bell.
there we go.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a whole set of them were
Yeah.
public service announcements that were like, that didn't make any, like, he's just the surrealist guy
Yeah.
and nobody
And the
understood
kids-
what he
the
was
kids-
doing.
Totally remember. I was picturing like live action. So,
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Let's do that.
Oh, God. All right. So, anyway, you gain rep by
Yes.
getting 10 or better when you call someone out,
Yep.
putting your tag up in another gang's territory,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
beating down someone in another gang in a public fashion,
Hell
stealing
yes.
something important from another gang and
Fuck
brandishing it in public, or getting in a brawl with the fuzz or other heavy authority figure.
Fuck yes.
And then you can spend your rep to make a gang back off, discover an opportunity to do something heavy, take over a local shop for a few hours to conduct business, or force another gang to parley in a neutral location.
Go over that
So
pet shop
there's
over
one
there.
thing
Yeah.
I had a question about.
Yeah.
When you
Just king.
when you spend rep, so the only way you can find like a shop to knock over or something is if you spend rep.
Yeah.
And then when you knock the shop over successfully, you gain rep.
Yeah.
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 So that's
Yeah.
so you essentially, is it equivalent amounts of
currency.
rep or is one more?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's got to be more, otherwise why do it?
One for one, it says.
Well, you don't
Wait,
necessarily.
no,
Let's see.
sorry.
Oh no. You gain gang for doing something heavy. So you would spend rep
I see.
to
Okay.
find a place to knock over, which is doing something heavy,
Okay.
and then you do something heavy, and that gives you gang.
Okay. I wonder
So-
if that's a typo or if I read that wrong because I thought in the book that it said that you got rep.
Could be a typo.
Getting in a brawl with
What's-
fuzz or other heavy thirst.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's rep, XP, and angst.
Got it.
Okay, so why don't we introduce our characters?
Okay.
Oh, let
And
me,
we have to do our
can you toss me a
ties,
pencil,
right?
please?
Sure.
Our ties, yeah. We haven't done
Yeah,
ties.
we're gonna do ties here in a
After the
second.
intro.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, I shall begin then.
Hit me.
Yeah.
I am Tanya.
Mm.
My family has recently moved from Czechoslovakia.
Oh.
I'm 15. I look like a girl. I wear casual clothes that are a little bit on the crappy side. They may be hand-me-downs from my brother.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feathered haircut.
You sound so cute.
I have a switchblade and 2 doses of mushrooms.
Whoa.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm pretty strong because I fight with my brother a lot.
Okay.
So my muscles are +1.
Okay.
Is there any more you'd like to know?
That's
That's
fine
it.
by me.
Run down the
Okay.
sketch.
Go counterclockwise.
Sage.
Hooray! Of the three of us. Okay. I am Rosalind. I am 17. I am the child of a radical mother. She was a lovely and fierce but not very wise black woman who was killed in one of the race riots.
Okay.
Ostensibly. If MC chooses, it's possible that perhaps she wasn't because there was no actual recovery of body. But
Whoa.
That is fascinating.
supposedly she was killed in one of the race riots.
Last scene.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Fateful night.
Part of her contribution
Yeah.
to race riots is because my father is a white mechanic.
I love it.
Whoa.
Love it.
And my aunt, who has become a big motherly figure in my life, she works at a hair salon and helps run it, so I sometimes make extra bread working at the hair salon. Because of that, I'm good with a can of spray, so any kind of spray. I know my hand around tagging graffiti. I have stolen a can of flammable spray from my father's garage, which is one of my weapons. And I also have a can of mace that my aunt made look like hairspray so that it doesn't look like it's a weapon. I also have a motorcycle.
Okay.
I have an afro. She wears stretchy jumpsuit kind of things, not because she's trying to look very sexual, but because she looks womanly. It does make her look very sexual, but she wears them because most clothes don't fit her frame. Because she's very tall and is you know,
Statuesque.
very. She's lovely, but so therefore clothes fit her weird. So she
Yeah.
wears jumpsuits and big platform boots. So between that and the afro, she just looks so
A
tall.
warrior.
But she's not that tall. That's a trend in my character.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, she looks very, very tall.
and we
she
all have
looks-
favored characters.
She looks matured. She's a young adult, but she looks matured. Also, she talks about having power over men, but she's actually really rather inexperienced in the sexual world.
Right.
Despite that, she does have a +2 in pussy.
Wow.
Awesome.
But it's more because she gets that there's a sense of like she should be using that way, but she's not actually very sexually experienced.
Okay.
She hasn't
I can
had.
see that.
She may even be a virgin. She doesn't like to talk about it, but she gets that that's a power that she wants to learn how to like utilize.
And you went with radical. That's right. Okay.
I went with radical.
So you inherited your mother's politics.
I inherited my mother's politics as part of I want to live up to that ideal, and I feel righteously indignant about the fact that she was killed
Sure.
for her viewpoints.
And your name again?
Rosalind. You can call me Rosie.
Okay.
I will accept Rosie.
Okay.
This would be the name of a first lady.
Yeah, exactly. It's awkward. Okay, so I am playing the Maniac, and that is Ramona.
Right.
And I present as a woman, not a girl. I wear punk clothes and punk makeup, but I'm not into the whole hair thing. So my hair is long and straight because I have a lot of it, and it's kind of like wavy. And it's just that's enough of a big hair where I look kind of like a weird witch. So that's punk enough for me. I worry. I mean, it has gotten pulled and stuff on occasion, but whatever. So I have a Hispanic background. My parents are pretty well off, actually. They've mined their P's and Q's and played the nice little, Hispanic goody-goody. We're Catholic. We do everything right. We're part of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Yep. They own some restaurants. But fuck that. I don't care about that. They're fucking lying to themselves. So, but it's funded my clothing. Obviously, I look awesome all the time. So I have my sturdy combat boots.
Typical punk.
Yeah, I have all of my... I do. Yeah, so I can access things but I also am pretty good at... Wait, if you're good at stealing stuff, do you have to have, your brains be really good at that? Or just...
Well, I mean, what do you mean by stealing stuff?
Because I have a chain and a switchblade. I feel like I've stolen those things. I haven't. I'm not gonna pay for them. Because fuck that. So I just am wondering if stealing things would, if you should, because basically my attributes are my brains are 0. Heart is 1, muscles are 2, and pussy is -1.
Right.
And I don't want to talk about that. So.
I think, it's for petty larceny, it can be anything. So your muscles are +2. That probably indicates that you, knock people over, right? I mean, you.
Yeah, I feel like I'm wiry. I'm pretty.
Yes.
I'm pretty
Yes.
wiry.
Scrappy?
Yeah, kind of sinewy.
Yeah.
I'm not really. I'm not I'm more of kind of more gangly.
So do you feel like you take things by force or by guile?
I don't have the brains, but I guess just by force.
Yeah.
And the way I look, people are so freaked out. So I have the eyeliner.
Right.
I have black lipstick.
You do?
I shave my eyebrows. I don't have any eyebrows.
That's cool.
I have more of a lighter. I'm kind of light complected anyway. So I just kind of enhance that, looking a little bit more whiter, clown white.
Yeah.
I feel like this is this character's theme song. Little eyebrows. walking down the alley.
Yeah, so I'm just that's, I have a vest with all these buttons on it,
right.
the cut off, it was a black denim jacket, but the sleeves are cut off, and so there's all these buttons on it. I'm wearing a gray undershirt, and then just some jeans. So I'm kind of boyish, even though I'm no, I'm a woman. This is what a woman looks like. Deal with it, kind of
Shit
attitude.
love.
I know.
What am I gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know. So
We'll find out in a moment when you're ties.
but so even though I'm that's how I look, I feel like I am a woman. This is what a woman looks like. Because trust me, there's all these little things my grandmas and my mom and my sisters. It's just fucking A. They're super hyper feminine.
Yeah.
But I'm just that's not. That's not what every woman looks like, and I'm still a woman even though I'm dressed like this.
Okay.
But in terms of, so that's why I feel like I use my force from just give that to me, and then people give me things because I look like shit.
Yep.
I also have kind of a strange little froggy voice, so my voice is kind of strangely low and raspy. And
Sounds pretty attractive, I gotta say.
Doesn't she?
and then the other element of it is what's another thing that fuels her anger is the fact that her family, even though they're like proud, quote unquote, proud Hispanics and everything, they didn't teach me or my sisters Spanish. It's like don't really speak that because that's what the Mexicans speak.
Right.
It's that whole kind of dynamic.
Yeah.
Are you an old LA family?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So it's like the Mexicans speak Spanish, like we don't speak Spanish.
Right.
So,
It's that weird self-hatey cultural pride kind of thing.
so
Yeah.
that's
That's
Ramona.
rich. That's a rich character.
that is rich. Oh, and
Your name.
Ramona Hernandez.
You Ramona Hernandez.
I'm Tanya.
Tanya. Okay.
I can say
Tanya
the
is
last-
something.
The last name, but it's a real woman's last name, so I kind of don't want to say
And
it. Begins
Yeah.
with a K.
Okay.
all right,
And I'm a Slav.
Tanya K. You're a Slav.
TK.
Was that Slavic?
Is that Slavic?
Exactly. I was counting on you to say that.
Sorry, what's your age?
15.
15.
Oh,
okay, but you're lady.
You're
I'm a
15,
woman.
right?
Yeah.
I'm 15.
Oh. Right. So
I'm 15.
You're
I'm
hair.
a
You're
woman.
the eldest.
I'm the eldest.
Fucking
Yeah.
love it. Play
No,
that
I got my
shit.
period. That means I'm a woman. So fuck you.
Perfect.
That kind of thing.
Nice.
Black nail polish. You know.
Cool.
You just draw an X over your when you're off.
I'm gonna get a tattoo there.
I think there's duct tape involved. Electrical tape? Some kind
Yeah,
of tape.
maybe.
Yeah. It's,
Do you remember, like, I don't know about you guys, but kids used to do that because they couldn't get tattoos, so they put like duct tape on themselves
What?
for
Really?
like days and just leave it on and
Really?
be like,
Really?
yeah, nobody did that when you guys were in school.
No. Wow.
I went through a brief phase where people had me quote unquote tattoo them with a Sharpie. Like I would draw the
Yeah.
tattoo.
You're
Yeah.
good at that. That's good.
Not good for you though, right?
No,
But-
it's not toxic.
Yeah,
Really?
should be okay. Yeah. Yeah.
No, they say it is.
I feel like you're not supposed to get it in your skin, but maybe.
Oh yeah, well, not this one. Doesn't say non-toxic.
You know, I think they're toxic.
Oops.
Yeah. No, one of the most hyper masculine moments of my life was in a boys' locker room in high school with this guy who like whips his shirt off,
Non-toxic.
sits down on the bench and goes, "Tattoo me, bitch."
Wow.
Called you a bitch.
Hey.
Huh.
But like in a bro kind of way.
Yeah, no,
you know?
no, I get it.
Yeah.
I
We all
get
get
it.
it.
It's really
Yeah,
fun.
well, we know.
Oh no, we get it.
Yeah, we're
I
there.
have to explain.
So, ties.
Yes. So now we're gonna do ties. So,
You don't have to explain.
all right. So,
I was trying to help with that. I'm moving it on. Ties.
Ties.
Don't
who
explain.
wants to go first?
This is
Do I
fun.
speaking of each other?
Yes.
Oh!
But it's your choice. You're just picking.
Yeah.
So do we all go to school together, or how do we know
Yeah.
each other?
Oh.
You all go to school together and you're all in the same gang.
Wait,
so we're going to
oh.
define your gang in a moment.
Are
Okay.
we
Oh.
picking one of the gangs that exists
No.
or not? Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
New
we're going to
gang.
make your
Okay,
own.
great.
We'll go with their templates. You guys can pick which type of gang you are, but you guys can make up your own gang.
Okay,
Is it
cool.
kind of like the alley cat one? They're big stomp arounds. Which I mean, not the sexual kind. Like they stomp through alleys with the big boots.
Right.
So obviously we have more ties than we have other players in the group right now.
Oh.
So
Oh, I only have three.
I have three.
Oh, that's more than
But-
we have.
Oh, yeah.
you're only going to be picking two.
Oh.
So you're going to pick two out of those three that you like.
Okay.
So I think why don't we do one tie at a time? We'll just kind of go around the table.
Okay.
And so each of you go 2 times, but we'll go one tie at a time. So Jan, why don't you kick us off?
All right. I'm gonna say that Ramona
Yeah.
can party almost as hard as I can,
Oh. Okay.
but she has the meaner edge.
Yeah, I get angry. Like that's possible.
What do I do when she gets out of hand?
Slap her.
No. Come on now. I'm trying to think.
When I get really mean.
Yeah. What do I do when you get out of hand?
So me getting out of hand would look like I would just probably start yelling. I would probably start breaking shit. I don't care where I am. I'm just gonna start breaking shit.
Right.
So wherever we are, if we're like in a canyon somewhere, I just start finding rocks and just start fucking vandalizing cars, throwing rocks at the windows, and just.
How do you feel about this response? I would find candy and get you to eat the candy.
I love that. What if it's like that, like different special kind of candy? Like,
Yeah,
is
it
this
would
set in
be-
Los Angeles?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well, we'll define our city,
But
but it's gonna be kind of LAS.
that area.
Okay,
It
yeah.
seemed California from the playlist.
Yeah. I thought so.
Yeah, it did. So,
That was my bias.
yeah. So I
I
think
got
like there's
that.
definitely like the different like
Regional candy.
mercados, like the different like
Yeah,
Mexican
yeah,
candies and
yeah.
stuff.
Perfect.
The kind that are like part chili and part
Just
sweet, and they're
sugar.
just pure sugar. Yeah.
It's so cute because it's like a reminder of your childhood in the
Yeah.
face of all your assertions that you're a woman and you're
Right.
tough and you're.
Yeah, I
Have
love
some
that.
candy.
Okay, give me some candy. I love that. Nice. The paletas.
Ramona,
Okay. Yes.
give us a tie.
What's your tie?
Woman.
Tie it up.
Well,
tie me down.
speaking of getting crazy and fucked up, so the first time I did get high in Tanya's proximity, I hurt her. So I hurt you the first time we met, accidentally. So I'm thinking that I was just playing with my chain, and it may have like
Yeah.
got you on the back somehow. I was just swinging it around. I don't know. Where do you think Where do you
I
think?
think you accidentally took off a toenail.
Oh!
So you're
Damn.
wearing flip flops?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So I was playing with my chain, like whipping it around, and it's like one of those heavier
Yeah.
gauge chains.
I see it.
Oh, and it took off a
Took
toenail.
off my big toe.
Oh. So did I try to make up for that? I think I have tried to make up for that. So I've probably given you money for various things.
That's super.
I've
that
covered
works.
I've
That
covered
works.
you for
Yeah.
stuff.
Like maybe you bought me some food because sometimes I don't get enough food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've covered you in certain ways financially.
Yeah.
To
that
make
I
up for
needed.
the lack of toenail.
Good.
Okay. Cool.
Tell me your stats again, Twitchy.
Okay. So I'm 0 brains, 1 heart, 2 muscles, -1 pussy.
-1 brains, 1 heart, 1 muscle, 1 pussy.
Okay. So I feel like Tanya helped me out of a tight jam where the cops were gonna wrangle me in, and given all my mom's problems with the cops, I was really
Yeah.
concerned about that. And I was trying to figure out how to get out of it, and I kind of couldn't, and you showed up and heart, pussied, whatever you like, them out of locking me up or distracted them enough
Okay.
that I could get away, because
Yes.
they don't really know who I am, nondescript, you know,
Yeah,
half
exactly.
African American girl. So I got out of it. So to let you know that it says how do you let that person know you remember you owe her. I feel like I would just make cop and pig and clinker jokes to you all the time, so
Yeah.
that it seems really like
Yeah.
low key, and maybe not everyone knows this happened, but it's my secret way of letting you know that like I'm very aware that I really owe you big time, because I'm pretty sure I was gonna die
Okay.
if I ended
So
up
that's a bond.
in there. That's a bond. So all the pig jokes,
Okay.
bacon for dinner. Tanya, let's get bacon for dinner.
Right.
Nice.
So, for your second tie, you basically have a choice, because ties come in when you help or interfere. So you roll plus ties. So for every tie that you have with someone else, you get a +1 to that roll. So if you want to be real super bonded with someone else, you can choose them again for the second tie. Or you can go for the other person, and that way you have a +1 tie regardless of who you're trying to help. So that's ultimately
I'm
up
gonna
to
balance
you.
it out.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
to have
That seems
equal
wise.
Okay. All right. So
at this point.
Jen, second tie.
All right. I'm gonna say Rosalind has taken care of me when I've had a little too much fun.
That sounds right.
Yep. What annoying thing does she do afterward? I'm gonna say she does my hair.
Yeah.
I do hair.
You do my hair, but the thing of it is that you get that curling iron so damn hot that you can smell my hair burning.
Yes, that smell.
That stink.
Yep.
And then I'm just like, I don't know how you can even smell it over the smell of your weed, honey.
Yeah. So and you're just
don't worry about it.
you're making those little sausage rolls in my
Yeah.
fucking hair.
Burnt.
Yep.
Wait a minute. I like to think as someone who works in a hair salon, I'm not like totally trashed.
Yeah,
in
no,
there.
but that was acceptable.
No,
back
but
then.
let me tell you also that is acceptable. But at the same time, the salon that you work at, is it mostly for African American clients?
Probably.
See?
So the heat level on her
It's
hair,
different.
the
Oh, yeah, right.
texture's
Oh,
different.
perfect.
So I just don't understand. I'm
So
like,
if
what's
you're
wrong
used
with
to
your
I
hair?
didn't have a chance to say it yet.
If you're used to using certain types of hot
Right,
combs,
right.
that's gonna have a different heat.
Totally.
Right.
Okay.
So that's annoying, but you helped me when I was tripping too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And then I make jokes about the smell of bacon in the morning while your hair crackles.
Nice. Cracker bacon.
Yep. Yummy.
Oh man.
Okay.
All right.
So Rozzy has seen my softer side.
Oh.
What do you do when they bring it up? So you obviously like to shoot your mouth off, right?
Oh.
So I think what happened, I think this was probably like, I don't know, I'm trying to, I have a visual of like, it's Halloween, it was like a Halloween and we were all just like fucking around and it just started raining and like everything, like all my makeup just completely like was just based on where we were walking and we were walking for a long distance. And just all my makeup was just wiping off and you really got to see like what my face looks like. And so I think you might be bringing up stuff about like my clown mask or something like that, or clown makeup or whatever. Maybe you can tell me if I'm wrong.
Or maybe I would just call you like mi hija or something, because I know you don't speak Spanish anyway.
Yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I think I know what that means because I've heard my grandma say it, so I probably know. But yeah, so it's like you see me, and I probably looked more just like a little girl,
right?
Like as opposed to this like persona that I've created. So when you do bring it up, I just bring up your lack of experience, virgin-wise.
I am not necessarily a virgin.
Yeah.
You don't know
You always have that conversation.
So yeah, so I'm just always like, yeah, whatever. Like, you wouldn't know a dick if it like slapped you in the face, like stuff like that.
They look like your mom's face, right?
Okay, we're thrown down. So yeah, so my response is definitely like, fuck you. Like I'll bring up the whole quote lack of experience.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Get it.
All right.
Well, I guess then, Ramona, you blew me off to spend time with a boy instead.
Yeah, I can't help it. It's just what I do.
Which I'm not thrilled about, because I feel like men make me real nervous because they've got wing wangs down there, and you never know what the wing wang's gonna do. So,
Well, if you've been around them long enough, you do. Just basing off of our last time we were talking.
Okay,
We're having these conversations.
My point is they're all different. They do different things. You can't be sure, okay? I've seen them. They do different things.
The hydraulic system is the same, whatever vehicle you're looking at.
It is not. Some of those hydraulics go different directions, I promise you.
Well, I don't know what you've been spending time with, but anyway.
Your mom. So.
Fuck. That's hard.
So the question is, who else does this to you besides Ramona's mom?
Oh, wait, what?
I need a fan.
I know, here you go.
I'm getting uncomfortable.
X card. There's so many mom jokes.
Who can send me the X first?
Yeah, that's the challenge. Okay, so
I feel like my aunt is probably a sexualized. Like, not to be too obvious about it, but she's the only like other main female person in my family besides this group. And I feel like as a lonely, busy, strong, sexualized black woman, she sometimes has moments where she's like, honey, I love you, but I really need to go see Jimmy right now. And so she, and probably especially while I was growing up, because she figured she could just leave me at the shop.
Right.
Because all the other women who are sort of part of my life are there anyway. So probably it makes me a little, like, triggered sad that someone in my friend group would like take off to go be with a boy because
it's an association,
right? Because my aunt was
abandonment,
right? A little bit, probably not bad, but
right.
But that's also why, even though she's not naturally that way, she wants to be able to use her feminine wiles that way because her aunt is so powerful, and obviously it works for her.
Yeah.
So that's probably where she got that whole idea of wanting to be like, okay, I can be sexual. I'm not, but I can be.
all right, yeah, like that.
I think that's all our ties.
That is all your ties. All right, so finally, we're going to choose what gang you were part of and what is your main type of criminal activity.
Ooh.
Think about how the gang colors translate into your own personal style.
Gang colors?
Yep, and what you
There's
do.
colors for every type of gang?
Well, yeah, you
That's cool.
Yeah, you would
Gangs
pick
have
you would
colors.
pick a color.
There
Two
better be a
colors.
black
You'd
one.
have to have
One color or
two. You have to have
two?
two. Don't you have
Right.
to two?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gangs have two colors.
Sure.
Is it true?
It's like a wedding.
I mean, you know, it's the 70s.
Depends on the
so
gang,
it's
probably.
kind of
Probably does.
not
Okay, so
super formalized yet, I'm sure.
What is the game? What is the game's?
Well, so you're gonna basically
We just
pick a name. You're gonna pick a criminal activity. So you might want to pick the criminal activity first, and then backtrack from there and pick the name.
The Alley Mamas.
So
I'm thinking the Panthers.
Oh.
I'm for that.
Is that okay with the association too?
I don't know.
Oh,
What
the
do you
Black
think?
Panthers?
They had just been broken up right before the 70s, right? Mid 60s.
Right.
Early 70s.
Early 70s. No, let's figure out. Let's,
Okay,
what do
so
we do?
criminal
What do we do?
activities. You've got petty theft, liberate belongings from chain stores and rich cats on the wrong side of town.
I like,
I like
that.
that. I like that a lot.
Me too.
Sweet,
for
sweet
us.
drugs.
Well,
Sell a custom drug of your choice to those who are down. Candyman. Resell illicit goods that fell off a truck, such as records, band paraphernalia, designer bags and
that's
clothing, or
tempting.
beauty treatments.
I like that.
Ooh,
It's
beauty
sort of a
treatments.
victimless crime.
That
I
is
mean,
kind of victimless. Yeah.
Or protection. Extort money from local shopkeepers in return for keeping violence off their doorstep.
Nah.
Well, we're slightly muscly, but I don't think we're that much.
kind of like the semi-mob tie. Not that any of us are Italian, but
Yeah, having your own little, like they know to come to us for like certain things,
Right.
Like the kids or whatever,
Right.
would know like, oh, you know, the blah blahs, they can get us X.
Right.
if they need
Yeah.
it.
Right.
like it seems like there'd be a little bit less victim there than on the other. I don't like the idea of actually harming people. If it falls off a truck,
Dude, I want
it falls off a
I want
truck.
to crack some skulls, man.
off a truck.
Plus, there's
What's
some,
a
there's,
truck?
Plus, there's like some of
What's
the
a
trucker guys are
folder?
cute. I mean, some of those
That's
guys are
true.
cute, and some of them will give us money for certain things.
And we probably all have a little bit of a wish to leave town, so that making it with like truck guys means that we sort of have an out.
Yes.
True.
That's
Get out of
true.
this
They can
town.
It's very
drive.
attractive.
We could
Yeah.
be the mother truckers.
Done.
So let it be written, so let it be done.
That's brilliant.
Long live the mother truckers. Next session, we'll quickly define the city and then plunge into the action.